All right. So if we go to business model, it looks something like this, like how a lot of people are operating is like they're making some money. This is like typical yoga teacher who's doing some one-on-ones, teaching classes. It can also, I don't have this for studio owners, but yeah, most studio owners I've met, it's been more of a hobby than something that's like putting money into the retirement account. We'll say it that way, putting something into investment accounts, right? It hasn't really been, well, I'll go more into that later. So I just want to show you where leading a journey fits in. Is the yoga classes are basically lead generation. It's where you get your name out. It's where people connect with you. And then you have what's called an upsell. You have a way to guide them to better results at a higher commitment level. And that's where the money is. I mean, I've been using this business model since 2007. It's so rewarding. The work is so rewarding to like lead a transformative journey. It's amazing. Like you actually see people get to results. You see their lives change, and you're getting well paid to do it. And they're getting paid to, they've already invested in showing up. So there's no question of commitment. It's not like, I wonder who's going to show up for my drop-in yoga class today. I'm totally ready. Why aren't they here? Or they're here, but why did they drink a bottle of wine last night? Right? Like there's certain things where you just feel like, oh, I'm just entertainment, because we are not actually oriented towards their specific results. And we're not on the same page with getting them there. So leading a journey, it solves for that. And these numbers that I'm using here, this to me is like, this is like what a typical good yoga teacher should be able to do. All right. There's also like the sky's the limit in terms of like what you want to do with those numbers. I mean, I've used that business model and gone to 7 figures with the same business model. But there's different variations based on how you do it. But the whole idea here is like, you don't want to just play on the lower end of these things. The yoga classes and workshops are a lot of work. It's marketing. I see those as marketing. I see deliverables as leading a journey, because that's where you're getting people across the finish line. When you get people across the finish line, they talk to each other, right? So it's like, oh, that was life-changing. Like, what, you look different. We hear this all the time with our course members, like, you look different. It's like, yeah, I am different. My habits are different, right? And that's what happens. Like that should be a natural part of the progression. And then people are like, what are you doing? People talk, especially about what's working for them. I find it really is a nifty little synergy. It's like, you don't have to try to get 100 people watching your Zoom class or whatever in order to make a decent living. Like, you just need a small group of people, and you need a process to awaken them to what's possible, to get them to invest in what's possible. And then you get to lead. And the leading part we find for yoga health coaches is easy. It's straightforward. It's not the harder stuff. The harder stuff is believing that they can do it.